Runners on first and second. Riviere will have the force at third as well. 1 out. And scoreless. Here's the 1-0 pitch. As runners were going, as I was hit past the first baseman, run 1 will score Saratani. And Troy will come home as well. It's 2-0 Bulldogs. As Gallagher has a stand-up double. So now you got bases loaded, 2 out. That brings up Jacob Baldrio. 6-2 Bulldogs, 2 outs. Bases are juiced. First pitch. Lined! Right to the video! And now it'll be your ball game as the Bulldogs get out of a jam. McAloon, that's been destroyed today. He gets a complete game. And the Bulldogs survive this one by a score of 6-2 for the first game of the doubleheader. So here it will be a payoff to Hanlon. As Keller leads off second, 2 outs. Here's the payoff. Swung on and hammered towards right field. Going back is Troy. And it is gone. See ya. A 2-run homer for Hanlon. And it runs the Curry lead to 4-0. 10 seconds now. Now calls for the pick. Sam pick his fastest pick. Now Daniels puts up the 3 off the mark. Rebounded by St. Joseph. You got Curtis with a second left, puts up the 3. And it's good! Now the other way for the Bulldogs. They're down by 6. Daniels gets it to Winston Bryant, gets past the defender. Daniels looks, dribbles, looks again. Here's Daniels now back with the ball, dribbling, getting past the ball. It gets blocked. Daniels gets blocked, going up to the basket, and rebounded by St. Joseph. Now here is St. Joseph. Up, out, top of the corner 3. It's good for Julian Lopez. 58-49. St. Joseph, what a sequence of events there. Now the other way, St. Joseph. Here's Curtis. Curtis puts up the 3 and hits it. Nicholas Curtis again, the man on top today for the Monks. York dribbling. Cameron York from Auburn, Maine. The Auburn, Maine product dribbling at top of the key. Tries to get around, defender. Gets it to now Curtis, player of the game, puts up the 3, and that's why he's a player of the game. Now here's the other way, Deshaun Jackson Jr. Hands up, back to Jackson Jr. Hoists up a 3 again, and it's good! Deshaun Jackson Jr. And it's now 75-52 as Dean calls timeout. Welcome back to Bourne. I'm Reed Becker. Hogan Windish, who played for the Wareham Gatemen earlier this season, was drafted by the Seattle Mariners in the 7th round on Monday. During his time here on the Cape, Hogan had a .265 batting average with 3 home runs and 20 RBIs. I just had a chance to speak to Hogan, and he told me that being on the Cape definitely helped him get to this moment now of being drafted by a Major League Baseball team. Hogan is also very thankful for the long-term relationships he built with Wareham, and he's forever thankful to Coach Harvey Shapiro for giving him this opportunity. Congratulations to Hogan and the best of luck. Now let's send it back to John and AJ. Welcome back to Orleans. I'm Reed Becker. The 2022 Cape League Hall of Fame induction ceremony will take place on November 20th in Harwich. There are 6 inductees, including Marcus Stroman from Orleans and Billy Wagner from Brewster, just to name a few. Stroman had a 0.00 ERA over the 2 years he was here in Orleans. I spoke to Orleans manager Kelly Nicholson, and he told me Marcus was the best pitcher during his time here as manager, and Coach Nicholson has had quite a few good pitchers. On the other hand, Wagner was the first pitcher in Cape League history to have a recorded 100-mile-per-hour pitch. Guys, back to you. Welcome back to Orleans. The Orleans Firebirds got a surprise visit from MLB Hall of Fame pitcher Al Leiter on Tuesday, July 26. Leiter's message to the group was to prepare mentally and physically to throw as many quality pitches as long as you were out there on the mound. He also stressed the ability to play at a high level without letting distractions get in the way. I had a chance to speak to Orleans pitcher Bryce Worker about this, and he told me it was good to hear from a Hall of Famer and to understand that athletes are human and can struggle with outside distractions. I'm Reed Becker here in Bourne with your Cape League 2022 MVP and batting champion, Matt Shaw. First, Matt, what does these awards mean to you? What lessons has this Cape League taught you that you'll be able to bring back to either Maryland or if you move up to the MLB?
To have fun. Definitely to have a lot of fun.
And who has been the biggest influence in helping you get to this point so far?
Biggest influence? That's a good question. I have a few people. I guess my dad has been always there for me. He's been awesome.
What was one piece of advice either your dad or the other people you mentioned along the way that they've given you that stuck with you?
Yeah.
I'm Reed Becker here in Brewster. The Bourne Braves just won the championship in 2022. I'm here with Evan Slight. Evan, what's your emotions right now?
You know, I'm super excited. We all played with a chip on our shoulder this whole summer. No one wanted to believe in us except for us, so it's great to come out on top.
When you look back at this and have time to reflect, what's going to stick out to you about this 2022 Braves team? Now, lastly, I spoke to Ryan Lasko yesterday about the whole Rutgers connection, and he said bragging rights are on the line. He wants to beat you guys. Any message for him now or when you guys get back to Rutgers?
You know, I saw that message and we used it, but I will say Ryan's a great player and he's my roommate, so I'll let him hear it a little bit.
Gonna see bad blood when you get back?
No, there won't be bad blood, but we always got a competitive nature in the apartment, so it'll be good.
Well, Evan, thank you very much. Congratulations. That's Evan Slight. I'm Reed Becker with the Cape Cod Baseball League. I'm Reed Becker here in Harwich with Brock Wilkin of the Harwich Mariners. Brock was just recently selected to go to Wareham for the All-Star game. First, what does that mean to you? How did you first find out?
Coach Stevie called me. I was on the way to the gym, and he goes, "You got any plans next Saturday?" And I said, "I'll have to check with my host family." And he goes, "All right, well, cancel them because you're playing the All-Star game." So,
What'd you say back?
I was like, "Really?"
I'm Reed Becker here in Harwich with Drew Conover of the Harwich Mariners and new Detroit Tiger as he was drafted yesterday. First, what was your thoughts when you got that phone call?
It was crazy. I was down in the dugout and the bullpen started screaming like, "Hey, you just got picked." And I'm like, I thought they were messing with me.
How'd they find out before you?
They were on their phone on like the draft tracker, and I didn't even know it. I didn't get the call till after.
What was your emotions when you first got that call?
It was awesome. I mean,
you transferred to Rutgers, but you get drafted by the Tigers. Any decision yet?
No, I have not made a decision. It's something I'm still thinking about with my family and my agent.
Well, Drew, congratulations. That's Drew Conover, new Detroit Tiger, and I'm Reed Becker with the Cape Cod Baseball League. I'm Reed Becker here at Fenway Park in Boston with Travis Honeyman of the Orleans Firebirds. Travis, first off, Fenway Park, what first comes to mind?
Beautiful place. You know, I go to Boston College.
When you say Boston College, are you a Red Sox fan, or where did you grow up as?
So I'm from Long Island, New York, and I'm actually a diehard Yankee fan, and I will stand by that.
So when you're in enemy's territory on their field, how does that make you feel then?
The Yankees were actually here last night, so I feel like I'm right at home.
I'm Reed Becker here in Hyannis with Austin Strickland of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Now, Austin was cut freshman year of high school on the baseball team. Back at that time, was there any thought of just giving up baseball? What kept you going then?
It was really just my love of the game. I love playing the game so much. I love being here with guys. I couldn't imagine doing anything else. With my time, I only wanted to be here, so I knew that I was going to have to keep giving it my best shot.
Now let's just have some fun, some quick rapid fire. Go-to pregame meal.
Chipotle.
What at Chipotle?
I go double brown rice, double chicken, double queso, double corn, double cheese.
Favorite baseball team growing up?
The Cincinnati Reds.
Favorite player?
I was a really big fan of Aroldis Chapman.
Well, that's Austin Strickland. I'm Reed Becker here in Hyannis with the Cape Cod Baseball League. You had coached some players that went on to Major League Baseball when you were back with Bourne. Specifically, I want to ask about Pete Alonso. Now, looking at him in Major League Baseball having success with the Mets, as a manager for someone that coached him, what does it make you think of seeing him do all that success now in Major League Baseball?
Well, I wish he had done better for me.
I'm Reed Becker here in Yarmouth with YD Red Sox manager Scott Pickler. And Coach Pickler last night had a huge accomplishment, becoming the winningest manager in CCBL history with 540 wins. Now, Coach, what does that record mean to you now that you finally accomplished it?
You know, it means that I've been able to have so many good players around me and great assistant coaches.
Were you expecting a Gatorade shower last night at all when they came on to you?
No, I'm glad the guy missed and didn't get it over my head. I had no idea.
I'm Reed Becker here in Yarmouth with first-year assistant coach for the Bourne Braves, Jared Saltalamacchia. Now, Jared, walk me through, how did you wind up with the Cape Cod Baseball League with the Bourne Braves?
Well, I mean, I wanted to try something different.
Because of your success in Major League Baseball, what advice have you been able to give these players at your time here so far?
You know, a lot of it's mainly approach on the hitting side of things.
Now, lastly, I have to ask a little bit about your career. What was your favorite memory with the Boston Red Sox?
I mean, obviously winning a World Series is top of the priority list.
Was there one specific time during that World Series run that really stuck out to you?
I think after the marathon bombing.
I'm Reed Becker here in Bourne. We're getting set for Game 1 of the championship series between the Bourne Braves and the Brewster Whitecaps, but I just ran into legendary MLB reporter Peter Gammons. Now, first, Peter, you're here for the series. Any thoughts on what team's going to win?
No, not really, because...
So if you could speak to Rob Manfred right now, what would you tell him then?
Come to a Cape League game.
Well, interesting that you say that, because they talk about A-Rod and Jeter, and he says, I mean, when you look back at it, I think A-Rod kind of apologized about what his comments were back then when he was still at Seattle and what Jeter being the captain. But he also said, I'm not going to take it back. He still believes in that. Wow. What are your thoughts on that?
Alex is an actor. He should have been one of the 3 greatest players of all time, and he isn't, and it's too bad. But
do you think the steroids played a role in that?
No, I think his insecurity. He was so insecure that.
Well, Peter, I appreciate it so much. You're the best. That's legendary MLB reporter Peter Gammons. I'm Reed Becker here in Bourne at the Cape Cod Baseball League. Welcome back to Longley Field here in Franklin, Massachusetts, right off of the campus of Dean College. Alongside Lucas Ferreira, I'm Reed Becker. And 6-2 Curry. The pitching's been doing a much better job. But let's see if they can put some runs across. The Bulldogs can, because coming down to the bottom of the 7th inning, you have, including this one, 3 more opportunities, and you're down 4 runs.
Yeah, no, they've had some opportunity that they should have capitalized on. It very well could be too late at this point for Dean, considering the opportunities that they've already been afforded and wasted in this one. New pitcher on the mound for the Colonels. Not sure of the number just yet. Believe it looks like number 19, Joseph Persicino.
I think it's 18.
It is 18. It will be Cameron Herndon.
Cameron Herndon, junior pitcher, 6 foot 190 from Floresville, Texas. 9 appearances, 0-0. He has 25 saves, 16 innings pitched, 2.76 ERA, 16 strikeouts. So they're probably going for the save at this point.
He came a long way from Texas to shove up here.
Well, first pitch there for Saratani, who led it off, grounds over to third, quickly 1 away as Saratani is retired.
1 pitch, 1 out. Yeah, come a long way from Texas, and he's come a long way from Texas on a business trip. 2.67 ERA. Very impressive, even out of the bullpen, still a good number.
So that goes down 5-3 for Saratani, 1 away. Brings up Matt Troy. Last time up in the 5th, had a single. 6-2, Curry in control here. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out, no one on base. Here's Matt Troy. First pitch, called strike right down the middle. It's 0-1 to the Curry bench delight.
Good 12-6 curve there. Came really over the top of the release there.
Quickly now, here's to 0-1. Fouled off. It's 0-2 quickly now. Behind the count, Troy is. Got the top of the lineup here. If you're Dean, you got to take control. You got to get some first base runners at least. Here's the 0-2. Chopped to first. Running. See if who wins the race. And the first baseman will, as Troy is retired. 2 quick outs. That'll bring up DeVito.
Yeah, it looked a little bit more complicated there than the other way. I stood up as it kind of pulls him off the bag more than he wants to. Either way, the first baseman does make the play for Curry. 2 down quickly for Dean in an inning where they really needed to make some noise from the top half of their order.
So that'll bring up Brian DeVito. 2 outs here, no one on base. DeVito, last time up, walked in the 5th. First pitch to DeVito is hammered into center field, and that gets down. Extra bases, too, so DeVito's heading towards second. His helmet comes off. He's going towards third, too. And the throw over is no play as DeVito slides in safely for a 2-out triple.
Yeah, the relay throw there from the cutoff man was not ideal. The video was thinking 3 out of the box. And it was squared up well. That's the first, really one of the first balls from the Dean batters that have actually been squared up well. He finds the right center gap, and now, little 2-out rally opportunity here for the Bulldogs.
Well, another big opportunity now to get the run across. See if they can do that. As 2 outs, DeVito on third. You have Gallagher at the plate. Last time up, Gallagher struck out looking back in the 5th. First pitch to Gallagher is a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Don't see a lot of those, heavy breaking balls going lefty on lefty, especially when you leave it out there, but Gallagher watched it go by.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Gallagher as DeVito leads off of 3rd and swinging in a golf swing mode for Gallagher. It's quickly 0-2 behind the count.
Yeah, Gallagher chases the worse off pitch and watches the better one go. Tough 0-2 look now for the 4-hitter for the Bulldogs.
So DeVito leads off 3rd. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Gallagher, and he hits it in the air, out of play.
Yeah, just flares that one foul to fight off another breaking ball. Hasn't seen a fastball yet.
(6-2), Curry leads here, bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, 0-2 count on Ryan Gallagher, the DH today. Brian DeVito, the second baseman, leads off at 3rd. Here's the 0-2. Ball just high and outside, so it's a 1-2 count.
And I like the decision there by Herndon to change the eye level with some high velocity. Now he's free to come back downstairs with an off-speed pitch that he has, thrown very well here.
As time is called now. Braden McLaughlin on deck. He would be next. 1-2 count on DeVito. It's in DeVito's court right now. I'm sorry, not DeVito. I'm sorry, Gallagher. It's in Gallagher's court right now. McLaughlin would be next. DeVito leads off 3rd. Here's to 1-2. Oh, and he gets hit. It looks like the wrist area. So he gets hit. Gallagher will take 1st. So now you got runners on 1st and 3rd, and McLaughlin will come up.
He's lucky he got his wrist up. That was more of a self-defense thing. I was almost going for the face, the grill area.
So very scary situation there. Luckily, Gallagher seems okay. Yeah, McLaughlin now up the plate, 2 outs, and runners on the corners.
You haven't been hitting that well today. I'd even try to get into it, try to work one out with.
Well, he hits it in the air towards right field, and the right fielder is under it, and he makes the play, and Dean wastes another opportunity as 2 runners are left on base. At the end of 7, Curry controls this one still, 6-2. Let's head to the 8th. It's 6-2 Curry. You're listening to Dean College Baseball on WGAO, Power 88.